Hi, this is Ty Howard, CEO and Editor-in-Chief of Motivation, the online magazine where you get everything motivation. This week's weekly motivation booster is stretch yourself, make yourself proud of you. I'm not talking prideful, I'm talking proud. I'm talking increased happiness, satisfaction, and fulfillment in your relationships, work, and life. When was the last time you were most proud of you? Think for a few seconds. How did you feel? How were you acting? What choices and decisions did you have to make? What sacrifices did you have to consistently make to get you to that point? I get people who come to me all the time for suggestions, advice, strategies, and tips on how they too can stretch themselves so that they can feel good about themselves at the end of each day, the end of each week, the end of each month, the end of each year. And oftentimes, before I answer that question, I will ask them this question: why do you feel you fall short or you're unable to get yourself to that point to where you stretch yourself and make yourself feel proud about yourself at the end of each day, end of each week, end of each year? And the responses I get are very interesting from some. I get responses like this: Ty, well, I'm that type of person. I can set a goal, I can have intentions, I set out and I start doing it, but it starts to feel different. It even starts to hurt sometimes. So I slowly go back to my comfort zone and I give up on that. Or I get the person that says, well, I'm a procrastinator. I always say, well, I get to it tomorrow. I'll get to it next week. I'll get to it next month. I'll get to it by the end of the year. And that tomorrow, those days never come. So I quit and I give up. Then I get that person who tells me, Ty, I can't change. Once I get started on something, my negative self-talk or a negative person in my life will start to chime in on me and remind me about who I used to be, how I used to be. So I give up and I quit. Or I get the person that says I'm too old. Ty, man, you know, I used to have goals and aspirations and enthusiasm and motivation like you and some of the other young people that I see out there doing your thing back when I was in my 20s, 30s, and 40s. But now, man, I'm too old. But somehow, some way, you know, I've been pushed to call you because I still had thoughts that there's more that I can do. I used to have success in my life when I was in my 20s, 30s, and 40s, and I feel there's more. And then the saddest one, the person that tells me, this is it. I'm just coasting in life. And the only way to coast in life is to go downhill. You can go slowly or fast. That's the only way you can coast in life. John Wooden says that you have to earn the right to be proud and confident. Dr. Wayne Dyer says, what we think determines what happens to us. So if we want to change our lives, we need to stretch our minds. So how are we going to stretch our minds with this weekly motivation booster? It's going to happen this way. I don't want you to think Control, Alt, Delete. I want you to think tab, stretch. I want you to think tab, stretch. I want you to think different, act different, be your best choice. In thinking different, I want you to get rid of your stinking thinking. I want you to get rid of naysayers and negative and toxic people in your life who you are tolerating and allowing to chime in and talk you off of your path, to talk you out of completing things. And I want you to get rid of that thinking that you're too old, because if you woke up on the other side of the dirt this morning, today is a good day. And there's more to come from you. So I want you also to think that your best is yet to come, that you were born to be great, and that your coming attraction will be your best attraction. And it's coming soon. But you have to think differently. You have to think and believe that each and every day you can stretch yourself to make yourself proud of you. And then you have to act different. If you wake up in the morning and your inner image, your self-image, and your outer image in the mirror looks like this, woo, woo, let's go get it. Let's go to life. You're not motivated. You're not driven. You're not inspired to be great, to do great. You have to bring and lift yourself to a green and growing state. And that all comes in changing your thinking and then making your positive and healthy thinking congruent with your actions. Because when they become congruent with your actions, that's when great things happen. That's when green and growing things happen and can happen in your life. And that's when you can lift yourself each and every day to a point where tab stretch becomes a point of stretching yourself to make yourself proud of you at the end of each and every day, at the end of each and every week, and at the end of each and every year. And then lastly, you have to be your best choice. You have to be your best choice. What you do in life, you need to be doing it for you. Yes, it can be ultimately to help to improve some aspect of life, your community, a group of people, your family, your children, whatever. But ultimately, you have to be your best choice. I talked to a friend of mine last week, and she told me that she was going back to the gym to get herself back in shape because of her new boyfriend. And she wanted to do this because she felt that if she got herself and her body more sexy, more appealing, that he wouldn't get distracted and want to look elsewhere at other women. And I paused on the phone. Then I asked her, I said, why aren't you your best choice? She asked me, what do you mean? I said, I understand a person who says they want to do something for someone else, for their children, for the betterment of their community, their church, or society at large, a cause or whatever. I understand that. But ultimately, you have to be your best choice. You have to want to get in shape because you want to get better health. You want to have better cardiovascular capability. You want to eat better. You want to feel better. You want to lessen your aches and pains that you have when you get up, when you sit down, when you move around, what have you. You have to be your best choice. So if you want to do something, be your best choice. You want to write a book, be your best choice. You want to start a business, be your best choice. You want to improve your family, be your best choice by being the example, by modeling what you want and hope your family to become. Be your best choice. If you want better relationships, if you want better experiences at work, if you want a better life, be your best choice. Green and growing starts from and stems from you. Be your best choice. Be your reason for you getting up each and every day, thinking better, acting better, and wanting to stretch to make yourself proud of you. Be your best choice. Stretch yourself to make yourself proud of you. Thank you for stopping by motivationmagazine.com. Stay green and growing. See you next week.